Hey guys, welcome back to another interesting video. This video is about SCCM configuration 2012 in 2012 OS. So let's get started.
So we're caught up in drama. Everybody's talking. We're caught up in problem. Everybody's talking.
So first thing you need to know about this SCCM is this SCCM server really helps to manage bulk deployments of application, patch managements, and even lots of reporting can be done through SCCM server. To configure SCCM server, you need two separate servers. One is for database and it is for the application itself. In my video, I'll demonstrate this SCCM server in a single server with the database and the application. To perform the SCCM server installation, it requires two types of privilege. One is Schema admin privilege and the enterprise admin privilege. Without these two privileges, you cannot configure the SCCM server. So my server is ready with the domain joined and IP has been configured. So I'm jumping onto my domain controller and creating one generic account to configure the SCCM server. I'm giving name SCCM admin. Password never expired. Next, finish. So this user by default is member of domain user. I'm putting this user to Schema admin and enterprise admin. Okay, so I have created this user. Now I'm switching back to my SCCM server and login with this ID. Okay, so now I have logged into the server, and if you can see my server, it's under my domain and configured with 2012 R2 standard version. So here I will install SCCM server and configure the SCCM configuration along with the SCCM clients. So before installing the SCCM server, we have some prerequisites to complete. So first thing first is to install the .NET 3.5 and .NET 4.0. If you're using Windows 2008 R2, make sure you install the .NET 4.0 because .NET 3.5 comes built in with the OS. If you use Windows 2012 R2, make sure you install .NET 3.5 as .NET 4.0 comes with the OS package. So we are installing .NET 3.5 in 2012 R2. So go to the Server Manager dashboard and click on the roles and features. Next. In the feature you have to install .NET 3.5. Then next. Restart the destination server if required and specify the alternate source path is your OS disk. Insert your OS disk. In the OS disk, in the OS disk you have sources folder and copy this path and paste in the alternate source path and click on OK and then hit on click on install. So we'll wait till the .NET 3.5 install. Once complete, we'll get back. So .NET 3.5 installation is completed and it hasn't rebooted. So I'm clicking on close. Okay, so as the .NET has been installed, now the next step will be to create a system container. So we'll quickly go to the domain controller and open the container settings. ATSI edit. Here we'll connect the default naming context. Then the system container. Here we'll create another container. So right click on system, click on new object, container, next, WSYSTEM MANAGEMENT, system management. Then click on next, then finish, and give the system management container permission to all objects. Go to security, advanced, and add the SCCM server. Select computer, SCTech, SCCM, and all descending objects, full control. Okay, done. So system management container has been created. Now the next step is to configure the schema and preparing schema for SCCM installation. So we'll get back to the SCCM server and we'll open the SCCM drive. Let me quickly mount the SCCM DVD. Okay, so I have mounted my SCCM DVD here. Now in the SCCM DVD, go to SMS setup folder, go to bin, go to x64 and search for ext adsch. So this is the file which we need to run. This will extend the schema for SCCM compatibility. So right click on it, run as administrator, click on yes, and you will see some command prompt window, and that's gone. Now you have to check whether it's successfully extended or not. So you have to go to C and you will get a log that ext adsch. Open the log file and you can see the log file successfully extended the Active Directory schema. So this is how you can cross verify whether the schema extension has been done or not. So our schema extension has been done. Now we'll go back to the next prerequisite step. So now we will install the web server role, which is required as a prerequisite for SCCM. So go to roles and features in the server manager dashboard. Next, next, next. Select the web server role, add features. So select HTTP activations, non-HTTP activations. Then next. In the role selection, you have to select web dev publishing, tracing, logging, custom logging, basic authentication, Windows authentication, URL authorization, IIS management, compatibility, select alls, management service. So you can skip these options as these are not required in this part. So once you have selected all the features in this web server, click on next and then click on restart the destination server automatically if required. Install. So we'll wait till the installation get complete, then we'll move to the next part of the installation. So as we can see, the installation has completed without rebooting the server. Close. Let's see our web server if it is showing properly or not. Okay, so it's installed perfectly as of now. Service is also started. Okay, so we are moving to the next prerequisites installed, and that is the WSUS installation. So WSUS is a Windows Server Update Service which will help to push updates to SCCM Server via WSUS. So that's why we need WSUS in this server. So again, open the Server Manager. Click on the Add Role feature. Next, 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 and click on Windows Server Update Service. Add feature. Next, next, next. So here we need WID database, WSUS services, and database. So WID database is the database which used by the WSUS and the WSUS service. So we'll click on next. So here store the update in the following location. So you have to put a valid location where the SCCM will store the updates. So let's create a folder here. WSUS updates. Okay, so then click on next. Again, restart the destination server automatically if required. Checked, yes, and then install. Again, we have to wait till the installation get completed. Okay, so installation has completed. Now let's launch post installation task. As you can see here, it's showing configuration required. So we need to configure the WSUS. One more thing that you have to know is to configure the WSUS. We required internet connectivity in the server. So let me quickly connect the internet in the server, and then I'll start the installation from here. Okay, so let's configure the rest of the part in the WSUS. So to configure the WSUS, you need internet connection. Otherwise, WSUS will not get the updates from the internet. So I'm clicking on Launch Post Installation Task. So we need to wait. Please wait while the US server is configured. Otherwise you can close this option from here and you can see if there is required something here. Configuration required for Windows Server update. Configuration is going on, so we have to wait till the complete. So while this configuration is going on, let's quickly complete the next prerequisite steps. So we need to install Windows ADK feature for 8.1 operating system. This will help to configure the image deployment through SCCM if you require in further. So I have my shared folder here. So quickly going to Windows 8.1 ADK and run the setup. You can download it from the Microsoft. It's freely available. I'll put the link in the description. So click on yes. Keep the default path. The next. No. Next. Accept. So in here we use only three tools, that is deployment tool, Windows pre-installation environment, Windows state migration tool. We not required volume activation, Windows performance toolkit, Microsoft SQL service. So only these three options is required to complete the SCCM installation. Then click on install. So we'll wait till the installation complete. Okay, so this installation is completed. Now clicking on close, and as you can see this has also completed, and we have to configure the WSUS as it's showing configuration required. So let's open the WSUS. So click on next. No, I don't want to join. Next. Synchronize from Microsoft updates, yes. Use proxy, no. Choose the language, done. Okay, start connecting. So this will take a while. Okay, so this has been completed. Now click on next. So download updates in all languages. I'm selecting the language which I required, that is English. Next. Now I have to select the products. As of now I'm not selecting any product, so I'm just clicking unchecking all the products. Then click on next. So click on EX. I'm not selecting as of now anything. Yes. So next is synchronization. So I'll set an automatic synchronization. I can set automatic, I can set manual. So as of now I'm setting automatic. I'm setting manual synchronization as of now. So click on next and next, then finish. Okay, so my WSUS configuration is done. Now it's time to install some features. So I'm closing this one. So go to Server Manager dashboard, and we require three features to be installed for SCCM Server. I'm going to feature selection, and first one is BITS, Background Intelligent Transfer Protocol. It is also a service. The second is Remote Differential Compression, and the third one is WinRMIIS extension. So these three features is required to be installed. So I'm clicking on install and let's wait till the installation complete. Okay, so installation has completed. Now clicking on close. So all the three required features has been installed. Okay, so next configuration is to configure the firewall. Sorry, so I have the firewall ports list with me. So you can take a screenshot of the screen and you can complete the firewall configuration as per your requirement. In my scenario, I'm not using firewall, so as of now I'm skipping these steps. Otherwise, we need to configure the firewall inbound and outbound connection respective to its configuration. So I'm skipping these steps now, and I'm quickly reboot this server because lots of changes has been done in the server. So the next step will be installing SQL Server. So I'll just quickly reboot the server and then we'll install the SQL Server. Okay, so we have logged into the server now. Now it's time to install the SQL Server. So I have the SQL Server setup ready. I'm using SQL Enterprise 2012 with Service Pack 1. Quickly run the setup. Click on installation, then click on new SQL Server standalone installation. Okay, so all prereq passed. Okay. Next, I accept. So I don't need any SQL Server product update as of now, so I'm unchecking this option and click on next. It's a warning with Windows Firewall, we can ignore it, and then next, feature installation. Okay, so for SCCM we don't need all the SQL components, we only need the database engine, we need native reporting service, we need the management tool, we need the integration service, and the master database is fine. Click on next. So all the check passed. This is the default instance that we are going to use. So selecting the SQL Server agent service as automatic. In this collation option, make sure your database engine is selected with this SQL Latin 1 General CP1 CLAS Otherwise, there might be some issue with the SQL connectivity with the SCCM server. So make sure you have selected this option as well. So nothing specific here. So here you can select the authentication method, which you can use for Windows authentication, or you can use mixed mode. So I'm selecting Windows authentication mode, and I'm adding the local administrator group, which is administrators, and adding the domain admin. Administrator is fine. Then click on next, and also the data directory you can change if you want to move the database into any other drive like D or E. So you can select the data directory here. Then there is nothing to change anything, so just click on next, next. All are passed. Then next and install. So this installation will take a while, so hang on, let's wait, and then we'll come back once complete. Okay, so installation has been completed. Yeah, all SQL services are installed properly. Okay, so now we are going to reboot this server before going to the next step. So in the next step, I'm configuring the SCCM server. So please watch my part 2 video for SCCM configuration. Till then, thanks for watching this video and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.